Eamon, where are you at? Are you there?
I'll go. I'll go second. I don't care.
No, that's fifth.
I'm brave. I'm good.
Alright, yeah, that looks like a good formation, I guess.
All right, so this is just like a visual representation for me. So, all right, you guys are winding your way down back to the southeast. You're winding your way down the trails, and after about after about 15 minutes or so, I want you to give me a perception check, Mr. Point Man, which would be Edward. So give me a basically a wisdom check plus perception. If you have perception as a bonus for your class, give me a +2 on that as well. I am hurt, Zovia. I cannot believe you would hire ninjas to come to my house and shave my beard off. I am truly hurt, Zovia.
23.
Oh.
Nice crit.
So yeah, just
sick.
As you're traveling down the trail, you notice that you see a pit up ahead, and it looks like this pit has been camouflaged. You know, a lot of branches and brush and grass thrown over a bunch of branches, and you're able to move a little bit away, and wow, there was a hole 6 feet wide and 10 feet deep. So you guys are able to steer around that.
I'm gonna steer everybody around it. Say, hey guys,
nice roll.
there's a trap here.
Oh no, not poor Dave. This would be poor you guys. So you're traveling. You guys are keeping the same marching order as well, right?
Oh yeah,
correct.
All right, so you're traveling down probably about another 10 to 15 minutes. You can start to see that the sun now is starting to come up over the horizons, and light is starting to appear over the hills, and you can see sort of like a light mist in the forest all around you. And I need another perception check, Mr. Edward. Definitely a beautiful morning.
It's a trap.
I like this trap better than the first one.
It's a tarp. 7.
So
it's definitely a tarp.
As you're noticing how beautiful it is, and you can hear the birds chirping and singing, and you can see some turtles mating over on the side as you're crossing a small stream, you fail to realize.
Give us a turtle mating sound.
Oh, easy! Oh my gosh.
You have to do it.
I'm not doing that. Alright, so what happens is you fail to notice that there was a couple rope loops on the ground, and you hit one, and you're immediately thrown about 10 to 15 feet into the air, and you're upside down. You take no damage or anything like that, but now you have now you're hanging upside down.
Hey!
Your coins are starting to fall out of your purse. Your weapon comes out of your scabbard. If you have a smaller kind of weapon.
I'm just catching his coins as they're falling.
So I need you to roll a perception check as well, Mr. Eamon Isis.
I start slapping my knee and laughing at him.
I'm like, come on, guys.
So give me a wisdom skill check, and if you have any bonuses to wisdom or perception, so you fail to realize that there is another rope loop on the ground, and you are also thrown 15 feet up into the air. And
as I say,
I start laughing even louder.
As I say, this is no laughing matter before it even goes flying up, and then okay, now that's a laughing matter for the rogue there.
So yeah, you guys are suspended about 10 to 15 feet into the air, and you have sort of like a noose around your foot that is basically keeping you suspended in the air. Take no damage or anything like that.
once
But
they
you
do
did,
this,
it happened out
can
of
I take-
nowhere,
can I
and you
make a
guys
perception
had.
check
Sure,
to see
you
if I can tell where the ropes are that are holding him up.
Absolutely, you sure can. You
I'm oblivious.
don't see
so.
anything. You're still checking out the turtles back at the stream behind you.
No, I'm just laughing as hard as I can.
Okay, I wanted to attempt that check myself.
All right. You guys are in combat. You guys are rolling like gladiators, but when you're doing skill checks, it's horrible. I love it.
Makes
Oh
it
my
better.
God, Storm!
Yeah.
I'll do a check myself.
Can it get any worse? Let's see if you can roll a 1, Kiddo Joe.
Well, I mean, are we just gonna like leave them there or something?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Forward march. Forward march, everybody. Let's just keep moving on.
So you guys kind of
Ignore
look
these
around
two.
the trees for a little bit, and you don't even see that. You see the
They're
rope.
stuck forever.
Yeah, you see the rope that's actually attached around their feet, and how it kind of goes up into the trees. But you lose the rope, and you're not able to follow the rope anymore.
Dave, I decided to cast Mage Hand, give the Mage Hand my knife, and send it up just to cut the rope.
Hey, that's a great job. I like that. You can have a point of inspiration for that.
Oh, thank you.
I was gonna tell
I like that. Good job.
our other warrior, Storm, to shoot an arrow at him.
Actually, I was.
But knowing his accuracy,
Well, you know,
I
I
don't
was
think we should.
So, Eamon and Edward,
well-
you guys are suspended upside down. What are you guys doing? You guys are kind of taken back by this.
Hey, Captain Hawkeye, why don't you take a shot at him?
Captain Hawkeye.
Well, actually, you know, I was actually thinking of taking a shot at the rope that was hanging, holding onto Eamon anyway.
I'm gonna take and do like an acrobatics move and kind of swing myself up, grab hold of the rope, and climb up the rope to the branch above my.
So
Well, hang
where
on.
you're
while I
kind of
got my
standing
Your
on the
leg
loop.
falls off.
Yeah, well, a
Yep.
mage hand actually kind of hovers up in front of you. Now, who did you give the? Where does your mage hand actually go, Kidojo?
I
In
go
front of
to
Eamon or Edward?
Edward first.
Okay. So a couple hands appear in front of you holding a dagger before you make your acrobatic spin up. Of course, I'm going to make you do an acrobatics check. So you can either take the dagger or you can do an acrobatics check to do your fancy maneuver that you wanted to do.
How close?
Well, if I take the
how-
dagger and cut the rope, I'm gonna fall 15 feet.
Yeah, take a little bit of damage maybe.
Yeah,
Right.
if
How
I
close are we together?
if I do the acrobatic maneuver and climb up to the branch, then I can climb down the tree and take no damage.
You could do that as well. So if you want to do that,
I'll
go
do
ahead
that.
and-
I'll do the acrobatic maneuver and try.
Okay, so give me the acrobatics check. So if you have, it would be just a normal dex check, but if you have acrobatics, if you're proficient in acrobatics, then you would add your proficiency as well. Which I don't think you're, I wouldn't think that you would be proficient in that. I would expect the rogue to be proficient in that, but not you.
I am, and I'm
I
gonna
actually
do. I'm
have a
gonna.
negative.
I'm gonna.
I have a negative modifier.
Ooh, I like that. That's good.
I'm going to gain inspiration from his move.
And I roll a
Dude.
critical. Yes.
Wow. So you do like this triple linden flip with this rope attached to you, and you basically do like a double spin. You kind of swing a couple times, do a roll, and you're standing on the knot now, and you go, ho ho! And you kind of hold your hand out like you're Mr. Fancy Pants or something, Mr. Acrobatics and
Man, it
in
is
heavy
crit
armor.
or miss with you.
So you are now standing up. So Eamon, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to gain inspiration from him, and I'm going to do the same thing.
Okay. Captain Hawkeye. I love it.
I swear, if he rolls a 1, that would be funny.
That would be totally great, actually.
It'd be
And-
wonderful because it means it's landing right in the Ammon.
And I am proficient, so I get my bonuses.
Durr, thank you very much for the
Acrobatics.
follow, Durr. Welcome to the community. Now that is a hell of a
That's
roll.
all
I'm gonna
130.
call hacks.
Yeah. I'm going to say you need to read the basic rule PDF. It's 110 pages. And no,
Your math is impeccable.
there's a section in there called skill checks. I would suggest reading that. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going to jinx the dice for him.
Oh my god. He's
So-
still rolling low.
Yeah, that 4 roll, I don't think you're plus 10 on your rolls. So, yeah, you try to...
I get
you know,
5 for acrobatics, and then I get 5 for proficiency,
you don't...
don't I?
No, you don't. This is what you get.
Proficiency's only 2.
You're up, Captain Hawkeye.
You're thinking 4th edition. Now, when you do your roll, it is a 1d20 plus your dex modifier for acrobatics. So what is your dex modifier? A 3?
Plus 5.
You have a plus 5 to dex?
Yeah.
Well,
On that sheet that you gave me. It's got a little
your dex
black
is
dot
plus
in
3.
front of it.
Oh no, it's plus 5. He is plus 5 for acrobatics.
Dexterity is plus 3, plus you add your proficiency, because you do have a class proficiency in acrobatics, so that would be a total plus 5. So that would be a 9. And the DC was 10. So as you're trying to gain inspiration from watching the tank in heavy armor
Look what I can do.
do a backspin, you try to copy his maneuver, and as you're doing this, your foot slips out of the noose and you fall 10 feet, about 15 feet, and you're going to take a little bit of damage. So you take a total of 3 damage, 3 bludgeoning damage from the fall. And you fall on your back and you're like, oh man, what the hell just happened?
I
That's
just
like
keep laughing.
That's like the second time you fell on his back.
And I just, as I'm kind of trying to roll over on my side to get up, it's like, I'm not climbing anything else anymore.
I yell at him,
I'm-
next time you land on your back, you may need a back brace for the rest of your life.
I
Mad
grab a
at you.
handful of dirt and throw it at him.
Thank you for the follow.
I'm up in the tree going, oh.
Madam, you, thank you again for the follow. Welcome to the
Okay,
community
Mr.
as well.
Tarzan, come back, come down now.
So I guess you're going to go ahead and do a... are you going to basically cut the rope down, or are you going to climb down, or what's going on?
I'm going to climb down.
All right, give me just a quick athletics check real quick. So it'll be 1d20 plus your strength plus athletics if you have it. Because athletics has to do
I
with
do have
climbing.
athletics, so I am
Sounds good.
plus 5.
And we'll see if you can climb your way down. I'm confident. I'm confident you can hit that DC of 10. Oh, luckily. You're able to cut the rope and shimmy your way down the branches, and then you...
Oh, I was
basically
proficient in that too. I didn't give my proficiency, so
That's it. That's all you get. Proficiency. So you're plus 2 and then plus your plus 3 for strength. So that's fine.
I've got a plus 5 for strength.
Your plus 5 strength. That would mean you would have
Saving
like a
throws
19,
plus
right?
5.
We're not doing a saving throw. We're doing
It
a
says
skill
plus
check.
3.
It's okay. Here it is, guys.
It's your base thing.
Your base-
Not with proficiency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, plus 3.
No problem.
And then
Your
proficiency
skill
bonuses.
checks are
2.
basically in 4th edition. You guys are used to 4th edition. If you have a proficiency in that massive list of skills that you had, that would give you an extra plus 5. 4th edition, 5th edition does not work like that. In 5th edition, they're basically just called your ability check. So in your case, it was a strength check, which would be a 1d20 plus 3, and then the proficiency, which is your level, which you guys are level 2, so you'll have a 2 proficiency. So you'll have to look at the chart in the basic player book. I think at level 4, your proficiency, it's sort of like,
It goes up to 3. Yeah.
it goes up to 3 at level 4. So you can kind of think of it the same type of mechanic as half level. Everybody got half level in 4th edition. Everybody gets proficiency in 5th edition. So it's not,
Right.
the numbers aren't as inflative as 4th edition, because by the time you get to max level, half level gives you plus 15 alone. So I believe in 5th edition the max that you're going to get is plus 6. So yeah, it's just there's just a lot lower numbers in 5th
Right.
edition. So, but yeah, that's all you do. If I ask for a check, it'll be But that's kind of my bad as well. I need to start saying, okay, guys, you need to give me a strength check, and if you have athletics, you can add your proficiency, or you can make a dex check. But if you're proficient in acrobatics, then you can add your proficiency as well. So I need to be a little bit more definitive with that as well. So, but regardless, you get shimmied down the tree. They're kind of chuckling at you. Well, actually, they're chuckling at Eamon. And as you get down, Eamon's kind of picking himself off of the floor, holding his back, going, "Oh man, that hurt. That sucked." Thank you guys for all the follows tonight. I truly appreciate it. Lots of follows tonight. Thank you guys.
Okay, let's get a move on.
I'm gonna be like, okay, guys, we need to be a lot more careful and pay more attention to these trails.
And stop watching turtles mate, you pervert.
How much damage did he take from falling? 3?
Yes. Eamon took 3.
And like Eamon, you need to learn to be able to climb trees and stuff a lot better, just like Edward here.
So as you guys finish up, mocking the rogue and everything, you guys get back down to the site, and the horses are still, now the stench is starting to get a little bit worse. It's been sitting out in the sun another day, and looks like some of the horses have actually been eaten by larger game, maybe bears, maybe lions, or not lions, but like tigers or cubs or something like that, wolves. And as you get down to the trail at the base, you guys see a sight for sore eyes, let me tell you. You actually see Alders sitting there in the wagon. And he says, "What took you guys so long? I've been here for a couple hours now."
Awesome. I didn't think he was going to come back for us.
I have to get the cart back to the store before the old man gets there this morning.
Thank you for coming to pick us up, friend.
He'll skin my hide. Elmar will skin my hide if he knows that I have his favorite wagon and prize steed out.
Well, I say we all get in the wagon.
So you guys still
so
have
this
the...
guy doesn't get in trouble.
Yeah, you guys... Remember, you guys still have the supplies as well. It would probably take you about... you can get the wagon at a portion of the trail, but I would say it would probably take you another couple hours to get the supplies if you wanted them.
No. We'll just go back up to the town.
Yeah, I think that we should just go back to the town and then tell them that we know where their supplies are.
And get a finder's
work
fee.
from there. Yeah, get a finder's fee.
Okay. That's a good idea. So we're at the 9:45 hour. Let's go ahead and let's take like a break till 10 o'clock, and then when we come back, we'll continue to play. So let's
Sounds good.
Take a break to get a bio,
Yeah,
grab
okey-dokey.
something to drink, and we'll be back in about 15. See ya. And you guys are off to Phandalin.
Follow.
Channel switch.
All right, so we're basically about halfway done now, guys. And I hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. I've really enjoyed doing this. I really, truly enjoy the Lost Mine of Phandalin. And this is the starter box adventure. And it's a 64-page adventure. There's 4 parts to it. And they've actually completed the first part now. They are level 2. And I think they're doing pretty well with it. They're used to playing Essentials. So... I'm having to, let them know about skill checks and everything. But, it's 5th edition is a really good edition. So if you've never played D&D before, 5th edition would be perfect for you. And good news is there's basic rules that are free, and you can get those rules from DungeonsandDragons.com, or you can go to the Wizards of the Coast site. Click on Dungeons and Dragons, and it's right there, front page, first thing. Download the D&D basic rules, and it's a 110-page PDF. I truly recommend and suggest that you guys do it because I really think 5th edition is going to be around for a long time. I don't see them doing another version like they did with 3.5. And I really like 4th edition. 4th edition lasted for about 6-7 years. But I'm really happy with fourth. It's really quick. It's fast. I like the checks. I like I like how everything is just set up, and I really like advantage and disadvantage. Even though that was in fourth edition, although it wasn't called advantage and disadvantage, it would just say roll twice, take the lowest, or roll twice and take the highest roll. So, but fifth edition is definitely it's a solid edition. And I think it's going to be a really successful edition. I think it's going to be really good. And it's totally free as well, guys. It's a 110-page PDF. They're going to put out a free Dungeon Master Guide, and they're going to put out a free Monster Manual as well. So you guys are going to be able to take advantage of it and play a D&D game without having to buy one book. But you can get the Player's Handbook, you can get all the Monster Manuals, you can get all the player, the Dungeon Master Guide, and those are going to expand on everything in the basic. So, in the basic rules, there's the Fighter, the Thief, the Cleric, and the Wizard. But in the Player Handbook, there's going to be like 8 different type of mages. There's going to be like 5 different types of fighters. There's going to be like a ton of different rogues, like 8 different clerics. So the basic has 4 classes, 4 races. The Player Handbook is going to have a ton of shit in it. So, and I cannot wait. And they just expanded the Monster Manual by like 50 pages. So I believe the first Monster Manual that's coming out in September is going to be about 375 pages, I think. I mean, that's pretty insane for a first Monster Manual. I'm excited about it. So, but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to take a quick break, but first let's go ahead and do a portion of the night. Go ahead and do a winner or two. And this is a raffle to give away the XP system. Well, 25 points and 25 points. So, now, I have an EXP system. As you can see that people are doing queries on how many XP they have. Well, I have a system where you can bid on raffle prizes. You can bid on, like in my 4th edition games, you can, if the players roll a fumble, you can actually spend 100 experience, and then they can take a roll on the Wheel of Misfortune, and then their fumble, you guys basically dictate their fumble. Or you can spend 350 EXP and buy everybody a 2 hit points, 2 heal surge heal. But in 5th edition, I'm going to expand on that and have the same things as in 4th edition and my Essentials games, but there's going to be a lot more disadvantages and stuff like that, which I think is really going to be fun. But it adds a little bit more drama to the game for the players, and I really like that. It's nothing, if you roll a 1, you have a chance to kill somebody. It doesn't work like that. But the crowd can do it one time. The players can do it one time. I'm sorry, the viewers. You guys can do it once. The players can do it once, and then I have the right to do it once myself as well. So we're not breaking the mechanics of the game. I'm trying to get you guys involved. I'm getting the players involved, and I myself can kind of change something once in a while as well. But that's for, giving the creatures a buff, or giving the creatures advantage for an entire round. Or you can buy full-on critical hits for the creatures for 1 round. That is a massive, that really hurts the party. It doesn't kill them for the most part, but on epic encounters and stuff, you can't do that. But on normal fights, you can do that all the time. So, but as for taking rolls on the Wheel of Misfortune, you can do that as many times as you want, and you just call out, anybody in chat says, hey, I want to buy that, no problem, I'll deduct 100 points real quick from you, and voila. Say if Edward rolled a 1, he would take a roll on the 1d100, he'd take a roll on the Wheel of Misfortune, and then whatever happens, which is good. So it's really fun. It adds a lot to the game, and I'm looking forward to definitely expanding on it in 5th edition. So Nincubus, thank you very much for the follow, Nincubus. I totally appreciate your follow, and I thank you everybody for watching tonight. And we are doing 5th edition, and this is the new D&D edition that is now officially out for Wizards of the Coast. Very good edition. It's a solid edition. and it's very new player friendly. So if you've never played, you can get the game for free, point blank. All right, so we're going to do a couple giveaways like I was talking about. You guys can, you get XP, and I do raffles, like token packs for Roll20, Dungeon Arts token packs, Roll20 token packs. You get Steam games. I do a lot of Steam games. You can get points by hanging out in the channel. You get 1 EXP every 5 minutes. I did a lottery earlier. I missed the winner, and I apologize about that. So if anybody knows who won and how much they won, and if they could post it, congratulations to them. I'm going to do 2 raffles tonight, and the 2 winners, you have to be following the channel, and it's 25 EXP. And then you take this EXP, you bid on prizes. Like right now, the high bidder for the Devon Knight token pack is Big Dirt of 125 EXP. So if nobody else bids for the rest of the night, Big Dirt will win that token pack for 125 EXP. So you guys bid. You bid in 25 EXP increments. You type !bid space your number, and the system will automatically recognize you if you have the points. If you don't, nothing will happen. So, but you can buy Steam games. You can buy token packs. I've done Roll20, a full year subscription. I mean, there's a full list. Go to my website, tabletopping.net. You guys can see all of the prizes, the raffles, everything that I've given away since I started doing this at the end of last year. So, yeah, it's been really great. I mean, you guys have, the channel's grown into what it's grown into. When I first started doing this, there was like 1 or 2 people watching. I didn't even know that there was a damn chat. I really honestly didn't. And then all of a sudden, I found out, I think it was my son said, "Hey Dad, you got somebody saying something to you." And I was like, "What?" So now there's, anywhere between 50 and 100 people hanging out at a time, which is amazing. So thank you guys very much. And you guys can watch all of the games from my very first game that I ever DM'd up to my games now. And you can go to YouTube/David32780, or you can just simply click on the YouTube widget down below, and you can watch. There's 100 Roll20 tutorials. I'm going to do a lot of reviews on the D&D 5e stuff. I've already done 1 review on the box set. I've done an interview with Mike Merles. I've also done an interview with Nolan of Roll20. I've done about 100 tutorials for Roll20, so if you need to know anything about Roll20, you can check those out. But I am going to be revising a lot of those starting next week. So Broken Toys, thanks for the follow as well. Welcome to the community. And to go back to the prizes, guys, I keep getting thrown off, but you can also host games on Sundays. I do host games for the viewers because I like to keep you guys involved. And I do, like last week, I did a World of Warcraft Pathfinder 3.5 compatible type of World of Warcraft game set in Elwyn Forest. So I'm going to be doing more of those. There's a straw poll up right now as well. This straw poll will be going until Sunday, and this straw poll entails what kind of tabletop game would you like to be seen? What new game would you like to see on the channel? And here is the link to that. I'd really appreciate everybody voting. You can vote. There's the games are Edge of Empire, Star Wars, Savage Worlds, there's Deadlands, there's Castles and Crusades, Numenera, and 13th Age. So if there are any of those games that you would like to see played in the future, that will be the next game that I actually start doing one-shots with you guys. Star Wars Edge of Empire has a decisive lead at about 45 to 50%. So it looks like that's going to go, but I mean, it goes till Sunday. So if you guys can take just a second, click on the straw poll and vote. It only takes a second. And also, if you want to host a game on Sundays, you have to get with me. We'll set something up a couple weeks in advance. And I don't care what kind of game it is. I don't care. It could be a homemade game. Like Missive did a Guns of Icarus based off of the computer game, the online multiplayer game. And it was great. It was fun. It was awesome. You can do any game you want. You can do Star Wars. You can do D&D. You can do Pathfinder. I don't care. If you guys want to host a game, I'll give you 100 EXP. And last but not least, this is a donation-driven channel, and that's how I'm able to buy the token packs. That's how I'm able to buy all the Steam games.